Hello, thank you for joining me for some meditation for these times or for any time. I'm excited to share some practices that I have found helpful in my own life. And 1 minute breath, which we will be practicing shortly, is a really beautiful, calming meditation for when nerves are frayed. And it also really gives us confidence, I think, in that if we can master the breath, that's one of the aims of practicing any form of yoga, really, is to have some control over the breath. It just helps us navigate our days so much more clearly, because how you breathe pretty dramatically impacts how you feel and how you behave. It's instantaneous. So if we can change our breathing patterns, even for a matter of minutes, we really kind of take control of our own destiny, to not overstate it too greatly, but this has just been my personal experience, which is why I do stuff like this. So without further ado, 1 minute breath. We are going to be inhaling for between 10 and 20 seconds, depending on your lung capacity, holding your breath for that same amount of time, and then exhaling for that same amount of time. So if you were able to inhale for 20 seconds, hold the breath for 20 seconds, and then exhale for 20 seconds, you would take 1 breath per minute. Do the best that you can. Everyone will kind of go at a different speed. You want to sit up nice and tall and try to create some room for you to breathe. And I'll take you through, as we practice, some some techniques to kind of think about the breath as it moves. You can sit with your hands on your knees, or you can touch them. You can use a mudra. So that's just like one of these guys sitting on your knee. I'm going to join the ring finger and the thumb, because in yogic science, the ring finger is associated with fire and physical vitality, strength, our health, which seems appropriate. So without further ado, I'm going to find us some tunes here. And close your eyes. Begin to kind of set the intention for how you want to feel. And as soon as you're on your knees, eyes closed, here we go. As you inhale, think about growing taller, and think about filling the belly first, and then the lungs, and maybe even seeing if you have some space for some air right at the clavicle. If you struggle holding the breath a little bit, you can sway just a little bit back inside and forth. And as you exhale, think about contracting the navel, really squeezing, wringing out those last sips of air from your system, expelling everything you don't need. Last few moments here. Keep going. And wherever you are, find some room to inhale. If you want, you can bring your palms together in prayer as I have them. Hold the breath and exhale. So this is a practice I love, and I find that with slower music, like the music I picked, which maybe you heard, maybe you didn't, I can take fewer counts, and if I listen to something a little bit quicker, I tend to count a little bit quicker, and I'm like, oh wow, I made it to 20 seconds. That's great. So, you can play around with that. You can do this anywhere. I had to go to Luton from where I live in Bath, and I was in a car for a really long time. I did 1 minute breath for like an hour. I'm not suggesting you do that, but I did that. And I had a really amazing experience. I'm not normally an anxious traveler, but it was just like the smoothest my airport experience has ever been. And I do credit some of that to, doing that much meditation in the car. So give it a try. Let me know how you do. I hope that this is helpful to you. And thank you for joining me. I'll close in the yogic way and say Sat Nam.